Alright, I want everyone to shut their eyes right now. Everyone shut your eyes. Even you, Miss Thompson. Alright, shut your eyes and imagine yourself playing your favorite sport or activity. For instance, say you're playing basketball. You're dribbling it up the court, you pass the ball, you get it back, all without saying anything, and you shoot it and make it in. Alright, you can open up your eyes now. I know not just for me, but for all of you, that would be extremely difficult. But for Ben Underwood, this is what he had to deal with. Throughout Ben's life, he was blind, but that didn't stop him from being a regular kid. Ben was not only an inspiration to many, but from fighting cancer to learning how to see again, and he always took his life for granted, are just a few reasons why I nominated him for my World Hall of Fame. Ben was born on January 26, 1992 in Southern California as a healthy baby. Until he was 3 years old, he was completely healthy and there's nothing wrong with him. But when he was 3, his mom discovered that his right pupil became extremely white and he started to itch his eye a lot. So they rushed him to the doctor's office. The doctors first looked for a tumor in his eye because that's one of the causes of that, and that is what they found. It's not very rare in the Underwood family to have cancer in both eyes, or in any eye, because his grandfather had that when he was a kid as well. So, after they realized that Ben had a tumor in his one eye, he had to go on chemotherapy, and within 2 months, he lost his right eye, and then within the next 3 months, his left eye was gone too. But this did not stop Ben at all. When Ben was just 1 year after when he lost his eyes, Ben told his mom that he could see again. But Ben's mom wasn't so sure what he was talking about. But Ben said he could see anything that his mom could see. And his mom knew that once you lose one of your senses, like your eyes, all of your other senses, like your ears, your nose, that all is going to get extremely better. So, what Ben used to see was something called echolocation. Echolocation is the ability of humans to sense objects in their environment by hearing echoes from the objects. This is extremely rare. He was the only one that was using this echolocation, and it's almost like active sonar, if any of you guys know what that is. It's almost what bats and dolphins use, who also don't have good vision, but they use their other senses. And if you don't really get what echolocation is, it's pretty much, pretend I was walking down the street, and then there's a trash can right here. His eyes would be shut, well, they'd be open, but he couldn't see anything. And he would tick like tick, 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 and the echo of the ticking would bounce off the object and it would come back to him. And since his ears were so strong, he could tell what it was. This did not, since he knew how to do echolocation, this didn't stop Ben from doing anything that a normal kid. I know it's hard to believe, but Ben even could play video games, ride his bike down the middle of the street, rollerblade, play basketball, anything you name it, he could do it, even though he couldn't see a thing. Ben, even though this was hard to learn, Ben didn't stop, even through the rough times. Since Ben had a great story, he was allowed on many shows. He was on the Oprah show, the Ellen show, and he was just all over the news. He showed everyone that you have to take your life for granted, and he gave many people inspiration, especially people that were blind, because this gave them hope that they could be a regular, normal kid and do regular activities like he can. As you can tell from listening to my speech, Ben Underwood was not only an inspiration, but he was smart, he was dedicated to learning new echolocation, and he took his life for granted every time. Unfortunately, this January, at the age of 17, Ben's cancer from his eyes moved up to his brain and he unfortunately passed away. But that does not keep his spirits from leaving. Now I want you to think about it again. Imagine you're blind and you can't see a thing. What would you do? Would you give up and just live your life being blind? Or would you try to take your time and learn echolocation like Ben did and live as happily you can for the short amount of time he did. Thank you.